we are again for Friendly Hour. Lots of new things for you today. Lots of new people. It's going to be glorious. And the theme is out of change often comes chances. Chances to alter things. Maybe to do things you've been putting off for a long while. Because out of a crisis frequently comes opportunity. Now this crisis we've been in has been dreadful. It has been life-changing in a bad way for a great many people. But we've come through it. And I hope we've come through it unscathed. But you know, there's a lot of things that we could be doing now. We've had time, you know, especially us who've been sheltering, we've had lots of time actually. We've had months to sit and think about where we're going in life. I've made changes. I know a lot of you have too. And this programme is to celebrate that. Yes, it's been bad. Yes, we hope it's going away. But yes, it's been a great time to reflect. And that is what today's programme's all about. So, without further ado, I'm going to pass you over to Shirley, because she's got something to say to you today. So, take it away, Shirley.
Thank you, Lynn. Well, hello everyone, Friendly Hour again, and I hope you're all well. Now, as Lynn said, out of change can come chances, opportunities for the better. And I was thinking of 3 changes in history that took place that gave us opportunities for the better. The first thing I thought of was the D-Day military invasion. Now, this was the most ambitious military campaign in human history, and it had enormous stakes in the future of the free world. But it helped to end World War II. The second one I thought of was the Industrial Revolution, with massive changes brought about by technology, which resulted in social change, economic change and cultural change. And the third one I thought of was the change in healthcare. In 1948, the birth of the National Health Service brought about by Anaya and Bevan, and it was a massive change to many people who couldn't afford to pay for the healthcare up until then, because the National Health Service was free and it was provided based on need rather than ability to pay. So that's the 3 examples of the changes that brought about opportunity for us. And when we think on a personal level about, say, healthy lifestyles, we have to change our diet, we have to change if we smoke, try to stop smoking, if we drink, try to drink less, and then add a bit of exercise in. That can be really difficult, can't it? Changes can be difficult. And us women are always going on a diet. Always. But it's always starting tomorrow, isn't it? The diet will start tomorrow because we've got scones to eat today. And it can be difficult to change jobs and leave home, leave your family, friends, familiar places. And it's for this reason that people often avoid change. But it tells us that life does not get any better by chance. It gets better by change. But sometimes change changes nothing. Some people change their job and discover it's no better than the job they had. So it's just one of these things. You have to weigh up changes and decide whether to go for it or not. And there are many examples in the Bible of people who've had to go through hardship associated with change in order to receive the blessings that possible change brings. For example, Abraham. The Lord said to Abraham in Genesis, "Go forth from your country and from your relatives and from your father's house to the land which I will show you, and I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great. And so you shall be a blessing, and I will bless those who bless you. And the one who curses you I will curse, and in you all the families of the earth will be blessed." So lots of changes Abraham had to make. He had to leave his country, go to a foreign land that he didn't know. And he had a fear of living in a different culture, different language, different tradition. And he had pain for leaving his relatives, his home and his friends. And there was risk, security of home for unknown place God was sending him to. But the blessings, his name and his family would be great. and God would give him many descendants, and the world would be blessed through him. So Abraham considered all these things, and he decided that the blessings were worth it. Abraham was called the father of all who have faith. And Paul says, "Therefore be sure that it is those who are of faith who are the sons of Abraham." Now, I introduce you now to a young lady who's 14 years old, and this is a prime example of someone who has used her talent, made sacrifices along the way with her mum and dad, obviously, to give herself the best opportunities in life. And you will shortly see a video of snippets of Bailey's dancing and her acting abilities, followed by a song. She is a 14-year-old granddaughter of a good friend of mine, and she's been singing and dancing all of her young life. She's taken part in many Christmas pantomimes and also been involved in numerous TV commercials. And she recently applied for and was accepted for a place at the Knightswood School, at the Dance School of Scotland. So Bailey's going to be making major changes because she has to stay up there Monday to Friday. So she's going to make major changes in her life, and we wish her all the very best with this. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Bailey Cohen.
'Cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the path. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. Cause in a sky full of stars, I think I saw you. 'Cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Oh. 'Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart. I don't care, go on and tear me
Hi everyone. Thank you, Bailey, for that amazing performance. I'm Dylan, and I'm with David today, and we're going to be answering some questions from the core four of the Friendly Hour team. That's Anne, Shirley, Lynn, and Karen. So we're going to start off with our first question today, which is, what has doing this online services taught about yourself? David, you can answer first.
Okay, this is a tricky one to answer. On a really simple level, it's taught me that I need to slow down when I speak. My tongue tends to run away with me, and I look back on what I've prepared, and it comes across at extreme high speed, and I think, no, folks won't understand me. I need to slow down. So that's what it's taught me, to slow down a little bit. Dylan?
It's taught me something similar. I'm noticing it right now that I'm going quite fast, so I'll slow down for you. But I've also noticed that I've managed to learn using the editing software quite quickly, and it's allowed me to produce the videos for the Friendly Hour and the online church. Our next question is, do we see ourselves going down the route of the entertainment business?
Probably not for me is the answer. I don't think of what I'm doing as entertaining as such. I think everybody that has contributed does different things, and mine isn't really about entertainment. So no, I don't think you'll be seeing me on TV or YouTube anytime soon.
The same probably goes for me. Unless something magical happens, then it's not going to happen. It's every child's dream to be famous one day, but I'm older now, so it's not really a dream. It's just not something I want to do. And our third question for this section is, has this opened your eyes to how lacking of modern tech knowledge we all had at the beginning of lockdown, and how much we have learnt since then?
Yeah, I think the answer to that is probably a yes. Our church, Muir Church, was somewhere in the middle. We were okay to record our services audio, send out CDs, that sort of idea. We'd use projectors in church, but obviously we weren't streaming before this happened. So it's been a steep learning curve, but I think we've done very well with it. And there seems to be an appetite for it to continue on from here on in. So now that we know what we're doing, I think we'll keep on doing what we're doing.
I agree with David. I think we've learned quite a lot over a period of time. You've probably noticed that the services in Friendly Hour have improved over the past 2 months. So I think we're doing really well at learning.
Great. Right, well, thank you. That's us answered 3 questions. We'll give you a little break for just now, and we'll see you later on. But at the moment, we're going to have our sing-along song for this week. I suppose it links into the theme. This song is all about changes, so enjoy it. Hi folks, it's Dylan and David again for the next wee section on how we feel technology is influencing worship at the church. So this section has a couple of questions in it. So I'll ask you, Dylan, the first question just now. How long does it take to put the productions together?
I honestly can't put a number on it. It does take a while. Just think how long the service in the friendly hour takes. Multiply that by 2 possibly, then you'll get how long I have to sit and edit. It takes a wee while, but we all put the same amount of work in at the end of the day.
True. For me, yeah, you'd be surprised how long something relatively short can be. For an example, a prayer. If you maybe want to record a few times to just make yourself happy and make sure the words and the meaning come across, and then you upload it and send it across, and you send a wee email to say that's it ready. Before you know it, you've maybe spent half an hour, 45 minutes. So yeah, it takes a little bit of time behind the scenes. Okay, and another question we've been asked is, how frustrating is it when we have to keep uploading different segments and asking questions? So this is from the core 4. Are we being annoyed by them as they go on their learning curve?
I don't think it's annoying. I think at times it can be frustrating. I think it's you're just explaining the same things, but at the end of the day, we don't all know the same things. It could be the same way for me. I talk to the Church of Scotland every other day. They must find it annoying when I keep asking questions. So it's that kind of same kind of basis as if you have a question, ask the person that might know the answer. So I think it's that idea where we're just trying to learn as we go.
Yep, I agree with you on that one, Dylan. It's been fun as well. I mean, we're all on this sort of journey together, so I'm quite happy to have people give me a wee ring or send me a message saying, and how do I do this and how do I do that? Half the time I need to have a wee look myself and teach myself first before I come back to them. So yeah, it's been good fun. It hasn't bothered me.
Thank you, David. And we'll give you another break. And we're going to send you over to Lynn for a reflection.
Look for the silver lining whenever clouds appear in the blue. You know that somewhere the sun is shining, and so the right thing to do is make it shine on you. But how do you actually do that? How do you get the sun to shine on you? Well, I'd like to tell you something that happened to me. At the very end of 1979, I was forced to change my job because of one person who was making my life a misery. Quite deliberately. My confidence was going, I wasn't sleeping at night, I was afraid to go into work. Now, that's bad, and it was building up. It was real animosity. Now, where I worked, I could walk to from my house. I had friends there. It was handy to see my family. Everything else was fine, but this one thing, and it just couldn't go on because it was really pulling me down. So I took a big chance, handed in my notice, and I went and worked in air. And I thought, this is just not handy. I'm away from everyone I know. I can't walk. I've got to spend bus fares. But I thought it's got to be better than being dragged down every day and then not sleeping. So I thought, right, this has got to be better. And to begin with, it wasn't. To begin with, I didn't actually like it. It was away from everything that I was used to doing. And I was away from everybody I knew. And I did think, oh, out of the frying pan into the fire. And I could be forgiven for thinking that, but I was in fact quite wrong, as I found out. Trivial things happened. I met an old friend I hadn't seen for years, and she invited me, oh, let's go out, let's do this, let's do that. So, oh, well, that's good. That's a good thing. Then other little things started to happen, unconnected things, trivial things. And I felt, well, yeah, maybe this is right. And then other little things happened, and then I was invited somewhere. And actually, I wasn't going to go. I was tired. I'd worked 10 days in a row, and I thought, oh, I don't really want to go out. But something inside me said, no, get your good clothes on and get yourself out. And that was the night I met my husband. Now, what if I hadn't gone? What if I hadn't been in air? What if I'd stayed in Kilmarnock? I mean, the what ifs are incredible. But I was there. He was there. We started talking. We were engaged 3 months later and married 6 months after that. So on January the 1st of 1980, I woke up thinking, oh, I've made a dreadful mistake. And on January the 1st, 1981, I'd been married for 3 or 4 days. That's how your life can change. That's how I'm a great believer in change can lead to chances. It's a ruby wedding at Christmas. It's been wonderful. He's the most wonderful man. And what if I'd missed him? It would have been awful. If I'd have stuck there with the black clouds, with somebody who was really, really just out to do me down and hadn't stepped away, what would I have missed? I'd have missed most of my life. So I'm absolutely convinced that when the cold winds of change blow through your life, sometimes it's for something. Sometimes it's to make you move. Now, you don't have to do anything drastic, like moving town, meeting a man, getting married. You don't have to do any of that. That was just me. But you need to move somewhere and do something about it, because it's the only way you're going to find the sunshine. So that's my story for today. I was in a crisis. It turned out to be the opportunity of my life. So there we are. And I've done many things since then. I've moved several times. We've done lots of things together. And all I can say is, that's my personal experience of it. I hope you find any change that comes to you an equal opportunity. And now, what I'd like to do is introduce 2 great friends of mine. Now, as you know, I'm learning the saxophone. And I'm getting there. We'll put it stronger than that. I'm getting there. But this is the gentleman who's teaching me. He's been teaching me over video calls. And this is his wife, whom I've worked with for many, many years. And strangely enough, she had to make a big change. And that's how she met him as well. So I think she'd agree with everything I've said. So without further ado, I'll introduce you to Davy and Jean Campbell. Take it away, you guys.
Welcome back to part 3 with David and myself for the Q&A from the Friendly Hour core team. The first question in this section is, while lockdown has confined so many of us remaining within our own four walls, it has released the church through a virtual platform. Do we feel this is a temporary thing or a new way forward?
A really good question, and I like the way that it's phrased. There's an interesting little paradox in there where we're all separated out, closed off from one another and have been for a while, yet we're working more closely together now than we ever have been. And we've learned so much more now, probably, than what we would have if we were in person, in real life together. So I don't think this is a temporary thing. I suppose I answered that earlier on. I see it as something we should continue doing now that it's set up and established, because there's always going to be people who maybe can't manage along to church or manage along to the Friendly Hour. And if we can have a microphone and a camera there while we meet in real life, and we can reach out to folks that are at home or elsewhere, then I think that's something we should do.
I think I agree in that, but I think in the strange way you could think about this question in two ways. So lockdown's a temporary thing. So what the situation we're in just now is going to be temporary, but I think the ways we went forward, these new initiatives, it's going to be permanent. It's going to become permanent because it's going to be a fixture for many people's lives. We just think of those at Abbeyfield, those who can't attend, those who always go to the Friendly Hour. They can't go just now, but the people that can't regularly go can't go either. But we've also could be bringing in new people as well, which is important to get Lord's word out every single day as we can. So I think it's a good way forward.
Great.
And our second question.
Yep. Sorry, I was going to read that there, Dylan.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Carry on.
Sure.
Carry on.
Where do you see online church going from here? Do you see this leading to other mission programs?
This is probably quite a difficult question as well. Where do you see online church going from here? Well, the simple answer is I see it continuing. I think our church will just always now be there on a Sunday morning. And if you have a laptop or a tablet, you can tune in and you can take part. So again, similar to that earlier question, we will be there virtually, I expect, from here on in. And it means that if you're unwell or you can't manage to church or you're on holiday, it's there for you. Virtual doesn't mean, you must be there at 11 on a Sunday in person or virtually. It means it's there for you when you want it. There's folks who listen to the Friendly Hour at different times during the week and can tune into the service at different times. So if you happen to be working, for example, then we're there 24/7 in that sense. You can collect the service of the Friendly Hour as and when you want it.
I agree with that statement. I think we're going to go further, possibly. I know that the Friendly Hour is trying to encourage other mission programs from starting, but we're just trying to make sure we can find the time in our personal lives, because lockdown has been reduced. Most of us are going to go back to work, so it's just making sure we can find that a little bit of time to give back to God. I think in a possible sense that it might happen. We just need to make it feasible for more mission programs to happen.
True. Good. Okay. Shall I read our final question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. This is an interesting one. So on the same theme, is there an analogy here? For example, with hybrid cars, will there be hybrid church? Do we think there will be fewer buildings, but a huge expansion of virtual church and blended worship? So there's something you can have a go at, Dylan.
I think possibly that might be the new way forward. As we know that the Church of Scotland is reducing, congregations are going to be put together because there's not enough of us. But I think by having a virtual church, we'll be expanding the congregation itself. We've managed to reach people in Spain, the United States. We have this presence for our church, our small church that sits on a hill in Irvine. It's starting to have quite a name for itself. In a general term, people are being able to see this from all over the world, and I think over time that will happen. Obviously, just now we're going to have to hybrid anyway until we can get everything back to normal. But I think it might be a similar pattern like we've been discussing, that it's going to start becoming into the church again. There will be normal services, but with the live stream attachment to it.
Good. Yep, I'll echo that as well. And at the prospect of repeating myself again, yeah, I think there's something to be said for coming together in person in reality on a Sunday and having a real, true sense of community. And virtual church is an extension of that to the folks who maybe can't manage. I would hope that if people enjoy the experience they see online, they would be moved to come and visit us in person. It's hard to explain, but I just think in real life is just the thing that we aim for in the long term. I think this is a fantastic way to introduce people to the church and our services and our intentions. But nothing would beat seeing you, in person in reality once all of this is over and done with.
That's an agreeable statement also.
Okay. Well, folks, we are out of questions. That's us had our 3 sections and our time to chat. So we hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you found it interesting and maybe learned a little something about the production or how we feel about it and the time it takes to produce the things. So I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll let Dylan say cheerio as well.
And I'll say goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you, folks. Bye for now.
Hello again. Now, last time in Friendly Hour, we spoke about changes, and we're still talking about changes because quite a few more have come our way in the last fortnight. Some exciting ones like getting a hairdresser's appointment. Haven't got it quite yet, a couple of weeks yet, but we're getting there. And when this programme goes out, I'll have had a dentist appointment. So some changes for the good. As Lynn said at the top of the programme, changes create opportunities. And so some more will come our way in the next few weeks as well, and perhaps some normality will return. So to this week's quiz. Now, last time it was all about the musicals, and by jings, you were certainly on it. I had 3 people who let us know that they got 12 out of 12, and I'm sure quite a few other people got lots of the answers correct as well. So we're going to stick with the musicals this time, and we're looking for the name of the song and the name of the musical. So I hope you've got your pen and your paper ready, and I'll give you a wee example just to let you get started. Everybody knows that very famous song, now recorded by so many different people, from them is I Dreamed a Dream. So I hope you're sitting comfortably, and I'll bring you number 1 and number 2 just in a minute. So off we go with question 1. And remember, it's the name of the song and the name of the musical we're looking for. So give you a couple of seconds to write that one down. And here's number 2.
down, and then we'll do number 3 and number 4. Right, number 3. It'll be a wee bit tricky, this one. You might know the song, but not necessarily the musical. So thinking caps on. Okay, good luck with that one. And here's number 4. Now this one you should get. Write that one down. And then we'll do the last 2. 5 and 6 coming up in a minute. Here we go with number 5. Write that one down. And then we're at the last one. We're going back a wee bit for this one, but it's a great show with great songs. And as they say, that's your lot for the minute. So good luck with all of those, and I'll be back in a wee while with the answers. Now in the meantime, I'd like to hand you over to Lynn, and Lynn's going to introduce you to something that's new to Friendly Hour. It's a new feature, and we hope that you like it. So Lynn, over to you.
Well, a wee while ago, last time I think, I told you about 2 new projects we were going to do. One was the 7-word project, which you will be seeing over the next few months. And the other one was Minute of Peace, which I'm going to tell you about now. How many times have you said, oh, if I could only get a minute of peace, oh, what I could do? We never do get a minute of peace, do we? Not really. But we're going to give you one today. We're going to put up a beautiful image, a beautiful word, and just for a full 60 seconds, forget everything else. Forget what you're going to have for your tea, or whether your washing's on. Just look at it. Just calm yourself, and just look at it. Look at the word. Don't think too deeply about it, but remember the word. And afterwards, try and think of what that word means to you. What we'd like to do going forward is we'd like to see your pictures of what you think would give everybody else a minute of peace. And we're going to ask you to send them in now. Later on in the programme, our technical expert David will tell you how to do that, because I don't know how you do it just yet. He'll be along and he'll tell you how to send in your photos. And we'll just carry on doing it every single time. just in the middle of the programme, we'll have that lovely break. Then we can pick back up again, just like we do with our lives, isn't it? So, as promised, here's a minute of peace for you. Enjoy it.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me along to your friendly hour this afternoon. It's really lovely to be able to take part today, even at a distance. I'm really thrilled to be here. My name's Jennifer Kibble. I'm a primary school teacher. I have always loved music, and running is something else that I'm really interested in as well. A lot of you will know me from the Muir Church as playing the flute along with Anne Miller, which I've done for many years at several different occasions, and I'm really pleased to be able to play for you today. Today Anne and I are going to play a song from A Secret Garden, and it's composed by Rolf Loveland, and I really hope you enjoy it.
Hello folks, this is a quick talk on A Minute's Peace, the new initiative that the Friendly Hour are about to begin. So we'd like to see some photographs, and this is just to help you in how to send your photographs in. So ideally we would like to see photographs such as landscapes and scenery, or maybe something wonderful from your garden, for example, or a pet. But what we can't accept is photographs of people, unfortunately, because, well, not everyone would know necessarily who the folks are if it happens to be your family, friends, children or grandchildren. And of course, we wouldn't have their permission to use their photographs. So scenery and landscapes, like the one behind me, is ideal, and that's probably what we're looking for to inspire a minute's piece. The way it's shot, if you're using a camera or indeed a phone these days, the ideal way to shoot is not portrait but rotate round to landscape. A landscape photograph would be good for this. Another thing to remember is the settings on your phone. We would like a high definition picture in order to be able to use it. So click on your little cog icon in the settings and go in and make sure your phone is set to HD or HDR, and that way we get a really clear, high quality image. Also remember not to zoom in using your phone. If you want the object framed a certain way, it's a good idea to simply do it yourself. Walk over to that object and frame it without asking the phone or the camera to zoom in, because that will reduce the quality of the image when we receive it if it's already been zoomed in. How are you going to send them to us? Send them to us at our email address, muir.relief@gmail.com. If you're on your phone and you have the photograph you'd like to share, simply click on the share icon and then select share via email. You'll end up with a blank email message and simply type in muir.relief@gmail.com and then the photograph will upload. Another way of doing it is you could attach the photograph. So you want to click on the paperclip icon and then find the photograph in question and attach it that way. A wee note to say hello and who you are and what the picture contains, and then simply click send and we'll receive the photograph. So, good luck and enjoy yourselves, and we'll look forward to seeing your photographs very soon. Bye for now.
Thanks, David, for putting together that instruction video to let viewers know how to take part in a minute's piece. Please do send in some photographs. We'd be very delighted to have them and also to feature them in some future friendly hours. So don't be shy. Go and dig out those boxes of photos, we've all got them, that you haven't looked at for ages, and see what you can find. Now, the quiz answers. The first one was easy. It was memory, and it was from the show Cats. Number 2 was The Circle of Life, and that was from The Lion King, and I'm sure some of you maybe caught that when it was in Scotland recently. Now number 3, that was the one that was a wee bit trickier, that you might know the song. So the song was called With One Look, and it was from Andrew Lloyd Webber's Sunset Boulevard. Number 4, it's a well-known Irving Berlin show called Top Hat, and the song you were looking for was Cheek to Cheek. Number 5, I think is one of my sort of favourite musicals. I've got a few, but this one's up there amongst the top ones. And it's the story of Jekyll and Hyde. Now, some of you may have seen this, some of you not, but I think most of you would recognise the song, and the song was called This Is the Moment. Number 6 is a much older show. We're going quite a bit back now, and it's called Kismet, and of course the song was Stranger in Paradise. Now some folk have a wee laugh when they say that title, and they say, take my hand, I'm a strange looking parasite. It's a bit unkind, but it's a wee showbiz joke. So there we have it, Memory from Cats, The Circle of Life from The Lion King, With One Look from Sunset Boulevard, Cheek to Cheek from Top Hat, This Is the Moment from Jekyll and Hyde, and Stranger in Paradise from Kismet. So good luck. You could get 12 points. Let's see if we can get more than 4 people letting us know that they got them right this time. And I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to bringing you another quiz next Friendly Hour. Meantime, enjoy the new freedoms that we've been allowed to have, and I hope you can get your hair done, and if you need to go to the dentist, I hope you can get that done as well. So bye bye for now. And I'm going to hand you over to Karen, who's doing our prayer this week.
God, you never promised us life would be easy, but you did promise that you're bigger than any storm we face in this world, and that you're always working for places where we can't see you, even when we are in situations that we don't fully understand. Each one of us has at times faced a different storm, and at the end of the storm, we've had an opportunity to change. God, you're the only one who has the power to take what seems a devastating moment in time and turn it round. It may not happen as quickly as we would like it to, and we may sometimes feel it is a real struggle to make it through each day. But we know that is your way, and to do this it makes us stronger, and we are able to face the chance to change. You remind us, God, in your word over and over again that you are always with us, and you tell us not to fear, and that you bring us closer to your presence. You are the only place we find refuge in, through those storms that surround us now, whether that be through illness, homelessness, poverty, death, destruction, insecurity, unemployment, or loneliness. We ask for your words to strengthen us in our inner being and bring life back into our hearts. We trust that you know the way we need to take and that you will guide us in the right direction to face the 3 C's of life: choices, chances, and changes. We must make a choice to take a chance, or your life will never change. In some of the most difficult times in life, the power of prayer and your words soothes the soul, refreshes the spirit, and helps us rise above the pain and sorrow we may be feeling. But we know that in the end, whatever happens is your will, and you will show us the way to turn and take the chance to turn it round, to change. Reassure us that you know the way, you see our pain, and you are at work even though we don't see you. We ask, Lord, that you focus your powers on the sick, the needy, the infirm, the lonely, and the bereaved, and those who at this moment in time are facing many different types of storm, and that you guide them safely to the end and allow them to embrace the chance to change. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Amen.
Well, that's our time away again. It passes when you're enjoying yourself, doesn't it? So, thanks for being with us. We just love to know that you're there watching along with us. And thanks to all the new people who appeared today, and the old gang too. And our next meeting, next Friendly Hour, will be on the 29th of July, fortnight today, 2 o'clock as usual, and we hope you'll all be watching then. Tell your friends about it. Spread it out. Share with everybody that's online. You know, let's get a really big family going of Friendly Hour people. You can join us again on Sunday, 11 o'clock. morning service with the children's story. You'll see some of us on there as well. Well worth a visit. Now as we close, take care. May all your changes lead to chances. May every crisis bring you an opportunity. Let's say the grace together. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us all, evermore. Amen. See you next time. Hope to see you on Sunday as well. Bye now. Bye-bye.